Hello Virgo, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. I'm going to do another What's in Your Energy reading for you all. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Ooh, Virgo, for your energy, I just got the Supernatural deck, so I'm so excited. I'm going to go ahead and use that for you all. And the mutual energy, they want the Light Seers deck, and in the other energy will be the Hush Tarot. Let's see what's going on. Virgos. What's in your energy, Virgos? Let's see. Did that one turn upside? There it is. Okay. Is that all? Let's see. Ooh, Virgos. Let's see what's going on. I'm trying not to make this a super long one because I still have some personals and I have to get to a few other signs that I wanted to do for the month. So let's see what's going on, Virgos. What is in the other energy? What's in the other person or energy around them? Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles fell out over the Three of Cups. Ooh. Where can I put this? Put this here. The Sun, the Moon. King of Pentacles. What happened, Virgos? What's going on? There's some weird... Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's see. Remember, this will not resonate for all Virgos out there. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, it is simply not your story. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It's very, very important to remember not to force these general readings on the internet because they are general, okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The rest is, leave the rest for who it was meant to reach and who was meant to hear it. There's like some, ooh, Virgo. Ooh, Virgo, okay. I'm getting so much strange energy. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to read this as you. I'm going to read this as your person or whatever energy is in your blockages. This is the mutual, okay? Roles can always be reversed. Go ahead and flip them as need be. If you're resonating more with this side, go ahead and flip it, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. I do want to remind everybody, do not force it if it's not your story, okay? I just have to remind everybody of that. So, for your energy, Virgo, you have the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Goblets in reverse, the Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles, the Tower in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, the Page of Blades in reverse, the Chariot, Judgment in reverse, and the Queen of Pentagrams. Let's see, Virgo. It's kind of early where I am, so I'm like, I don't know if some of y'all are just going through a lot or your mind is fuzzy. You, Virgo, you have some stuff that you need to heal, Virgo. I think there's some things that are healing. After this, I'll do a love reading for you all because I don't think this is really a love reading. I'm not getting too much love. I'm getting some more shadow work. Oh, and that's crazy because these look like dark shadows. You know what's crazy? Like, there's something that, oh, okay, let's get into this, Virgo. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles. All right, this means discontent, not being emotionally fulfilled. I don't think you're exactly as happy as you portray yourself to be, Virgo. Okay, it's like right now, okay, Chiron. Chiron is the comet that brings on trauma, right? It's in retrograde right now until December, meaning traumas, triggers, they're all coming to light, and that would make sense why this reading looks the way that it does. Um, some of y'all can already feel it coming to the surface. I know I can, but some of y'all can feel these things coming to the surface. So I think that right now, if you thought things were going really, really good, I think that there's something that's kind of tugging on your heart, you know, kind of picking at your heart, poking at you. And it could be that maybe you're realizing, hey, there is some dissatisfaction in my life emotionally. There is something that I feel like I'm lacking. There is something I could be better at or be working on. Maybe you're not as fully content or as set as you portray or hope to be, you know? Because this means you haven't reached your wish fulfillment nor your emotional satisfaction. And with this Knight of Goblets in reverse, this is almost like it's being suppressed. It's almost like it's being suppressed. You see how it's kind of like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm okay. You know, let's have a drink, let's have a beer, let me sit down and enjoy myself. You know what I mean? I'm content. He looks content, not extremely happy, but not upset either. You know, he looks like, you know, life is going. And I think that's how you portray yourself, Virgo. Like, I'm fine, I'll figure it out. It is what it is. But I think that deep down, maybe you're not fully emotionally fulfilled, but you don't show that. With the Three of Cups on the outside, you're happy-go-lucky, very merry, very yeah, let's celebrate, let's go out, let's do this, let's whatever, you know, it's a good time, you know. And you don't really show the other side of you to people or to friends. And I think a lot of it has to do, some of y'all are experiencing, I will say, abandonment issues, abandonment or neglect issues. Like, those traumas are coming to light, okay? With this Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, this is abandonment. This is abandonment. This is feeling left out. This is feeling neglected, feeling, I'm getting for some of you, feeling like nobody cares. Like nobody truly cares about you. It's like you have people around you that love you, but you feel like there's nobody that truly cares about you or about your well-being. For some of you, I'm getting like you just, like, they leave you out. Like your friends or your family leave you out and you feel some type of way about it. You know what I mean? So on the surface, you're kind of like, it's no big deal. I'm all right. Life goes on. It is what it is. And deep down, you're like, this is crap, you know? So when this is in reverse, this means it's coming to light. It's coming to the surface. You're allowing yourself to feel this. And you want to be rid of this emotion that you feel. Some of you have abandonment issues from childhood that you haven't, or neglect issues or something, or feeling left out. Some of y'all were bullied. Some of y'all were bullied, and some of these feelings were suppressed. You know what I mean? Some of y'all didn't really sit and really feel with these emotions, or didn't really heal them correctly or fully. And this is coming to light, right? Chiron is here, bringing up these traumas to the surface. And I think that they're coming to light. It's like, what is it? The carbon, what is it? Like it's left of, like, you know how the fingerprints, right? Like the finger, because I'm seeing my fingerprints already messing up these cards. And it's like, there's a print on you. It's been imprinted on you. And you just kind of like, oh, you know what? That's who I am. It's there to stay, but I don't want to look at it. Like, you don't look at your fingerprints often, do you? You know what I mean? And I think you see how it's so adamant. I don't know if you can see, I'm already messing up my cards. You see how you can see my fingerprint? I think that's what's happening. Like, it's, you're noticing things. You're noticing the fine lines in your hands. Like it's in your hands now. Like, you have to sit and deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, These issues that are coming up from childhood, a lot of them are stemming from childhood. A lot of you, it's from a relationship. A lot of you, it's from parents or grandparents, I'm getting. But there's something here about that. Like, there's something about old traumas coming to light and you realizing, hey, I have to sit and deal with this, right? Seeing between the fine lines that are appearing before you. I'm getting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like five fingers, 5 fingertips, right? 5 fingerprints. And you're kind of like, I have to sit and really analyze this. I have to really discover where this is stemming from or what's happening here, because I think it's coming to surface and a lot of you are like, whoa, this is a lot. This is a lot that I haven't dealt with. This stems from this, or this stems from something that happened to me, or I'm like this because of this that happened to me when I was younger. You know what I mean? Some of y'all are discovering things about yourself and having to actually sit and deal with it rather than suppress it. And with this tower, is this the tower? Oh no, this is the 10 of swords, 10 of blades. I thought this was the tower. You're wanting to let go of that hurt. Oh, Virgos, it's like a bit, remember I told y'all in the last 2 readings or so, I've been seeing this stupid black hole and I don't know what it means. It's like there's this big black hole. It's like that gray black rain cloud, right? Something that keeps raining over your parade. There's something deep and heavy and dark that keeps hovering around your life, right? A dark hole. And it's like, I think a lot of y'all have been avoiding it. You know, I'm just going to go around it. I'm not going to go through it. I'm going to go around it because it's too painful. It's too scary. It's too unknown for me to dive deep in there and dissect it. But with this being in reverse, I think a lot of y'all, if not, you know, the most of you, are ready to, and the stupid fly keeps freaking bothering me. I think that's what it is. It's like been buzzing around you. It's been buzzing around you for a long time, or at least like for the past year or so. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think things have been bothering you, and I think now you're emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually ready to take that dive in there and really move things around in this big black hole, right? This big rain cloud. Ooh, I got the chills. This big rain cloud that's been following you, that's like, hey, look at me. Notice me. I'm coming, you know? There's something that you're diving deep into. Some of you are going into your memories. Some of you are going into your subconscious. Ooh, I got the chills. To finally see what's down there. See what's back there. See what was left in the dark. Because whatever it is, it's been holding you back from advancing and leveling up or ascending. The Hierophant in reverse. Upright. This is talking about moving into a higher level, right, of commitment. Or this can be religion. This can be just moving forward. But when it's in reverse, I'm getting like, ooh, not for all, but there is some trauma. There is some trauma, and I don't even want to say it. And should you need services, you know, there are hotlines. There's some trauma that hasn't been dealt with. And if y'all know what I mean, and this is your story, you know, you can always reach out. I can send you hotlines and things like that, or support services. But that's not for everybody. But for some of you, I can see it. But for others of you, this has to do with the relationship. It has to do with the relationship with your religion, or it has to do with the relationship with someone in charge. Ooh, I just got something so dark. Whatever it is, some of you are trying to evade karma. If I'm being honest, some of you are trying not to face your karma for stuff that you've done in the past, maybe. And that's not for everybody, for a very, very select few. But doesn't that look like they're ready to, like, hey, we've come for justice? You know what I mean? Because when this is in reverse, this is also rebelling. And I think some of y'all have been trying to avoid whatever's down in that dark hole. Or some of y'all have been avoiding your karma, or avoiding facing your faults in situations, or things that you've done that were not exactly cool, you know what I mean, to yourself and to others around you possibly. I'm getting there's kids, like I'm getting this is either when you were a child, or it's something that you're trying to fix for your kids or children, or loved ones. Okay, but the Hierophant in reverse means not ascending, not moving up. And I think whatever has been suppressed is keeping you from your full potential. The Page of Blades, which is the Page of Swords, and when it's in reverse, okay, so when this is upright, this, I don't know if y'all have seen the show Supernatural. This person here is a prophet. It's a prophet, and he gets things, this is so crazy. In the show, things come to this guy in his mind. I think he sees things, or he just starts writing things. He knows things he doesn't know. He knows different languages. He knows symbols. He knows how to read things he doesn't know. He's a prophet, right? When this is upright, this card means immature communication. This means just kind of going with the flow and avoidance, right? When this is in reverse, this is honest, mature communication. This is maturing. This is finally sitting down to dissect everything. Look at, he's pulling up the book and he's starting to read things that maybe he didn't understand before. He's starting to realize what they mean. And I think that's what y'all are doing, Virgos. Y'all are going deep, deep, deep into your healing, and you're realizing why things are the way they are, or why you are the way you are, or why you have the triggers that you do. And I think you're finally facing some of the darker things in your shadow work. You're facing some of the darker things that you've suppressed in your life. You see how these cards are dark? These cards are dark, and the only thing illuminating are the people. The only thing illuminated are the people, or are the emotions, or the feelings, right? The pentacles. You're ready to dive into the darkness. The Chariot. Ooh, Virgo. I think some of y'all are headed towards peace. Some of y'all are like doing 95, you know what I mean? Like driving 95 towards your healing, like you're ready. The Chariot. And if y'all have seen Supernatural, that's my absolute favorite card. I love it so much. But you see, look at, there's a shadow even. There's even a shadow next to Dean, right? The guy's name is Dean. It's a shadow. It should be Sam, but there's a shadow. It's like, I'm ready to drive. I'm ready to haul butt into my healing, into my, I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm ready. Ooh, I got the chills. I'm ready to dive in and haul ass over there. Like, I need to get this done. I've been putting it off for too long. You see, you've shed some light on some of your triggers. You've shed some light on some of your trauma, but you still have shadow work following you. You still have that dark rain cloud saying, hey, I'm here. There's somebody else you need to notice. There's something else you need to notice. There's something else you need to realize and see and fix. It's yet to be illuminated. And I think you're driving. Look at the moon, right? The moon means something that hasn't been shown yet. Something that hasn't been shown yet. You've illuminated on a few things. Look at, there's that dark rain cloud. Oh my goodness. It hasn't been shown yet. There's one particular trauma, or a big childhood trauma or generational curse that has yet to be illuminated. Even though you think that you've done some of the work, there's something here. There's something here still in your presence that needs to be addressed, or needs to be healed, or needs to be fixed. And I think that you've tried, Virgo, look at, the headlights are broken. You've tried to shine light on this, and I think it's too painful. I think it's very painful for you. And you're like, oh, you know what? I'm not going to do that again. I'm not shining lights on that anymore. I've seen it. I know what it is. I'm done. But you still got to go forward. You still got to go forward and figure out, how can I heal this part in me? Even like on the hood, look, it's even dark on the hood. It's like something, like there's still another demon that needs to be slayed. And if y'all haven't seen the show, Dean is a like, he slays demons. He's a witch hunter. Like, is that what it's, well, a demon hunter or a witch hunter? He's just a hunter. They call him a hunter, right? And I think that's what you are right now, Virgo. You're hunting. You're hunting and you're fixing and you're slaying things that need to be slayed within your life, within your healing process, your spiritual journey. You guys have been on this journey. Some of y'all have been going through this for 2 years or 5 years, okay? Some of y'all live in Arizona. Some of y'all live in, I keep wanting to say Tasmania, and I don't know why, because I've never had a person from there write me or anything like that. But some of y'all, there's Tasmania that is something very significant, and I don't know why, because I don't know where I'm seeing that. Some of y'all are in Kansas. Some of y'all are in Arizona. Some of y'all are in Arkansas. Some of you live by the mountains. There's also something very, I keep wanting to say illumination. Like, do y'all remember on Harry Potter, like his Patronus, right? Whatever that's supposed to come save him, the spirit animal. Oh my goodness, like they have a certain like spirit animal that comes out of them when they need them the most. That's a spirit animal. Oh my goodness, I have the chills so bad. And for y'all that have been following me, I've been seeing a wolf. And yesterday driving home, I swear I thought I saw a wolf in the corner of my eye, like in broad daylight, you know? Some of y'all, your spirit animals are being shown to you to let you know you're in a process where you need to heal, or they're there with you on this hard journey, and not to be afraid. Don't be afraid of the unknown and what's back there that you need to bring to light, because they're protecting you. Because that looks like a Patronus from Harry Potter to me. And for those of you that don't know, that's when they invoke their spirit animal out of their wand. And they're like, we're here. We're here on your journey. Even though you can't see us, we're here. Just keep going. You know, you're on the journey, but there's still something here. You've been through a lot of, like, your journey took like a big sharp turn to the left is what I'm getting, Virgo. Like, y'all were on like a great path, I think. And there's something about recently or possibly today, you know, that Chiron retrograde that was like, you know, let's take this left again. Let's go back. Let's go back. You forgot someone. You forgot something. Yeah, that's what's going on. And it's like, there's something that you haven't, there's like something that you haven't addressed, or you don't want to address, or maybe you just don't want to think about it, Virgo. Judgment in reverse. I don't think that I think you're finally seeing where you have fault in certain things or certain areas or certain situations, Virgo. Some of y'all are coming to judgment with yourself. Like, at judgment. I don't remember. Yeah, I haven't finished the whole series because there's like, what is there, like 12 episodes, 12 seasons, but I don't know who that guy is. If y'all know who that guy is, let me know in the comments. But I feel like some of you all are kind of listening a little bit better. Like, some of y'all are listening and without speaking, you know what I mean? And you're kind of seeing other people's point of view, and you're putting yourself in other people's shoes, and you're like, I don't like that at all. Some of y'all are realizing, like, you're not exactly a saint either. You know what I mean? Like, you're realizing, hey, well, I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to say all that. You know what I mean? Some of y'all are really like upset with yourself in how you reacted, or how you acted in the past, or how you've acted from a trigger. You know what I mean? And you're like, where does this come from? Why am I like this? Why did I say that? Why did I do that? But it's because there's something here that you're suppressing, but because you're seeing your own flaws and things that you need to work on and need to heal in order to. Some of y'all are realizing the way that you interact with other people. For some of you, okay? Whether that be how you are in a relationship, a friendship, as an employee, as a boss, whatever it may be. You're coming to terms with things and your own I don't want to say flaws, humility. That's what it is. Some of y'all are learning humility because you're looking back, and I think some of y'all are like cringing, like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I go do this? You know what I mean? Like, why did I react this way? Why did I respond that way? Some of y'all are taking a look at yourself. That's this black hole. Oh my goodness. Loves. Okay, so in my last Virgo reading, y'all know it was a deep one. This stupid fly keeps buzzing and it's pissing me off. I'm sorry. But it's like keeps coming over here. And I think that's how you feel. Like these triggers keep coming and you're shooing them away. And then they come back like now and you're like, no. And they keep coming back and it's frustrating you and getting you mad that now you have to sit and actually like swat these things to where they no longer come back. You know what I mean? But in my last Virgo reading, loves, okay, this is going to be a weird interpretation. But in my last Virgo reading, we got 12 cards and it was all about breaking curses, breaking cycles, right? And then I started talking about 12 jewels, that song by Gravediggers, right? 12 jewels. You need 12 jewels to obtain happiness in your life. So over the weekend, I don't remember when, but I was watching 13 Ghosts. Do y'all remember that movie with Matthew Lillard? I was watching it with my kids, and I know they like spooky stuff. They're Scorpios, so they love spookiness, but we're watching that, and if y'all remember, there's a ghost for each of the zodiac in that movie. The guy is collecting souls. He's collecting spirits for each of to resemble each of the zodiacs, but it's called 13 Ghosts. In the end, he's getting these things. He's getting these souls to represent a certain characteristic that he needs to make the eye, right? The eye is this machine that's supposed to be able to be the most, like it makes you the most powerful person in the world, right? You step into the power of the eye. And the 13th ghost is the actual person themselves, right? The main character, the father, the husband, whatever it is. He's the main character and he is the 13th ghost. He's supposed to take that leap of faith into that. And it's only when he's strong enough to realize that he has the power to make it. And that's what I'm getting from this. You know what I mean? Like, and the way I was interpreting it, because y'all know when you're spiritual, I have a podcast episode where it talks about like when you're spiritual, you open yourself up. So everything's a sign. TV, music, anything, you know, I can find meaning in anything now. And when I was watching this, I was literally like dissecting it and I'm like, oh my goodness, each ghost represents a trigger. You know what I mean? Like there's one about a son and a mother and I'm like, oh, childhood, you know, issues, parental issues, that's a trigger. And then there's another one about you know, there's a woman, like each ghost represents and died a certain way. And I'm like, oh my God, I can relate to some triggers I have in my life. So, and I think that's what this is. This like 13th ghost or whatever is the guy's, his own self. And that's what this black hole is, loves. You've done the work in healing other things around you. The last thing you need to heal is yourself. Your actual self, going in and fixing yourself and healing. If y'all haven't seen 13 Ghosts, go watch it if you guys don't mind spooky, ghosty stuff. But if you remember it, that's what that's about. And I think that's what this is. The last one, the last trigger, the last part of your healing is yourself. Is yourself for your future. You are on your throne. You've healed everything around you, and now the only thing that needs to be illuminated is yourself. This is the Virgo card. Whether you're a male or a female, this is the Virgo card, and you're starting to realize, I don't like certain things about myself. Now that you have self-love and you've learned self-love, you're realizing this could be better. I could be better. How do I fix it? And that's the last step. That's this black hole that you've been suppressing. Ooh, Virgo. There's I don't remember even who that woman is, but it's needed. This inner light and inner introspection on yourself is needed for your future and for your success and for your life's plan. The Queen of Pentacles is the most stable of all queens, always on their money, always nurturing, always loving. And that's who you plan on being, whether you're a male or a female. You plan on being on your throne, and you want an evolved, fixed version of yourself. You fixed everything around you, and now the last part is you. There's something about a bat. There's something about a bat. Do y'all remember, what is that movie? What is that movie? What is it? Ace Ventura, the second one. And it's so crazy because I've been getting Ace Ventura references. The second Ace Ventura, where he's with the indigenous tribes, everybody is fighting for the great white bat, right? Because it's valuable. And I think that's where you're almost at, Virgo. Everyone who wants that great white bat, that great white power, that inner light, you're almost there. And in order to achieve this, you need to do introspection on one last thing. And it's possible that it is yourself, or it is yourself and fixing childhood issues or something like that, okay? Under the deck, what you don't see coming, what you don't expect, the Fool. Oh, I'm sorry, the Fools. This could have to do with a sibling, all right? For some of y'all, this may be family issues in regards to a sibling, because these two are brothers in the show. These two are brothers in the show, the Fools. And actually taking that long road to heal. Look, oh my goodness, look at, there's that dark cloud. There's that dark cloud that's been following you that you just keep walking away from. And I think now, or you've been leaving behind, and it's like so big, it's gained so big that you have nothing else to do but face the storm head on. Because you're strong enough to do so now. You're strong enough to look into your past, to look into your traumas, to look into why you are or what your triggers are. But for some of you, the triggers are a sibling. For some of you, it's definitely a sibling. Maybe y'all don't see eye to eye or something, or maybe it's something to do with your childhood. It's something that you want to let go of. You need to let go of it. Look at the Four of Pentacles. It's like you just need to release it. You're holding on so tight to this anguish, or you haven't seen it, to where it's like beaming red already. Like, hey, alert, alert, you're gonna explode. We have to get this out. Release it and let it go. Because it's destroying your opportunities that we have waiting for you. Right? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, that's a loss of opportunity. Because you keep fighting this. The Five of Wands, and if you've seen the show, this is not a good guy. This is conflict. This is drama. This is someone always poking at you. You know what I mean? The more that you fight this, the more time it's going to take, and you're going to lose out on opportunities that are here already that require the evolved version of you, Virgo. Ooh. I think that your guys are just like so fierce right now. I'm getting like fierce energy. Remember, it's like, remember, everything that's illuminated are just people and feelings and pentagrams, pentacles. Over here in this energy, Virgo, it's a little bit lighter. Okay, look at the difference. You're doing shadow work. Over here, let's see. This could be a person. This could be a job. This could be just anything in general. So let's see what's going on. They have the Three of Pentacles on this side, the Lovers, the Six of, what is that? Six of Cups? Oh, Six of Swords. Four of Cups, the Tower, the Sun, the Moon in reverse, the Wheel in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. Some of y'all don't want to put in the work. Some of you all don't want to put in the work. Some of you, you're starting to there's something about family. There's something about family. There's something about money. There's something about Christmas. My son, my youngest, he's around here somewhere, and I can hear him playing on the iPad, and I'm hearing like the Nutcracker song. That dun dun dun, you know, like there's something when I'm looking at this card, there's something about friends or family, and you're starting to feel like nobody really cares about you, Virgo, because you think that they only come around you for like to use you, either for money or that they come around just to make sure they're doing better than you or something like that. That's what it is, the Three of Pentacles. You're realizing that not everybody is true and genuine and actually cares for you. And it could be family. It could be you think like, my family doesn't care unless they don't reach out to me unless they need something. They don't reach out to me unless they want something or need help. My friends don't call me unless they're making sure they're still doing better than me. Or like, yeah, I looked out my window and I just saw the wolf again. Not clear as day, but I saw like out the corner of my eye like a dog, so I thought it was my dog because my dog was still stolen, love, so I'm like freaking out still. But I looked back and I saw like a dog in my yard, and I looked and it was gone. So for some of you all, you are like soul, like by yourself, like a loner, you know what I mean? Like you're out of the pack. You don't, like, you're out of the pack. Like you have your own, like you're the leader of your own pack, you know what I mean? Like you are. And I think the last reading was about being a black sheep of the family. Some of you all are loners. Some of you all feel like you don't fit in with your friends, or you don't fit in with your family. Some of you all feel like you are better off taking your road alone. And I think that's been the theme for a lot of you all. And like you're no longer stimulated by basic. You're no longer stimulated by gossip, by drama, by people wanting to take. Some of y'all, these are family members. Doesn't that look like a nest? The birds have not left the nest. And you're kind of like, I've outgrown this. I've outgrown these things that y'all talk about, you know, these, I'm over this. I need something more stimulating. And for some of you, these people think you're arrogant. They think that you boast. But it's not that. It's because you've literally outgrown them, Virgo. You literally have outgrown people. You have outgrown things. You have outgrown conversations. What was once, and I've been saying this to like my friends and even I've been saying this to everybody. What once was something different, because we live in a world that's so vain. Everybody, I mean, it could be the bare minimal stuff, but everybody will post it. You know, everyone will post the same thing. Everyone will post the same pictures in the same place. Why? Because it's socially acceptable. And what once was, you know, posting to be noticed, to be extravagant, that is the new, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I was telling everybody that is the new basic. You know, it's expected. And I was talking more about my hometown. Like if we have sunflower patches, everyone will post their sunflower pictures, you know what I mean? And it's not just to experience the beauty and the nature, it's because they want to post it on Instagram, on Facebook, you know what I mean? And it's like, and I can see that. I can see where it's beautiful and it's fun to do these things and traditions, but now the new different, the new standing out is someone who isn't posting or boasting about their life, you know what I mean? Because I think a lot have realized over the past year that even though you're proud and you're proud of your accomplishments and you want to tell people, they take it as arrogance. They take it as bragging. Like no one can just be happy for anyone these days, you know what I mean? Unless you're evolved and you're truly that good of a person. And I think that's what it is, Virgo. You're also realizing people don't treat you right. You're realizing that people don't really treat you right. And they don't treat you fairly, and they don't really care for you the way that you care for them, you know what I mean? Whether that be family, friends, or lovers. And the lovers are here, right? Some of you, things are coming together. Some of you, like your dreams. Some of you have bigger dreams than this. That's what it is. You've outgrown these things and people and possibly even jobs and careers, you know what I mean? Because you have bigger dreams than the average. While everyone is trying to keep up with everyone else and be whatever on social media, you know what I mean? You have bigger dreams than that. You feel like you're bigger than this. You feel like you're bigger than just being normal and being basic. You know what I mean? Like you have bigger hopes, bigger dreams, bigger things that you want to come together for you. Some of y'all want to be musicians and you're about to get it. Some of y'all are animal lovers. Some of y'all are farmers. Some of y'all are florists. But some of you are just lucky. Some of you are just super duper lucky. And things are going to be very fruitful and abundant for you because some of you feel out of place. I'm telling you, that wolf, the wolf, I think you feel out of place, like you don't belong. And it's because you don't, Virgo. You're outgrowing a lot of things. You're outgrowing a lot of people. And you're not meant for the basic anymore. You're not meant to be just normal, you know what I mean? Like I think you think that there's so much more to life to experience than just gossip and just drama and just taking and posting pictures and just, you're realizing that life is short. And I think now, Virgo, you're realizing the ups and downs come with it, right? The Six of Swords, like these ups and downs come with life, and you've been through so much that you're like, I know I'm going to get out of it, but I'm tired of it. You know, for some of you, you're having vehicle issues. For some of you, your vehicles are having some maintenance issues or broke or something like that. You see how her boat's cut in half and she's still sitting there like, oh, here we go again, you know, like here we go again. But look at, fishes are carrying her still. Her fishes are carrying her still, even though it's going to take her a little bit more time. And this can be a he. Remember, there is no gender. Even though it's going to take a little bit more time, the fishes, your angels, are still, you know, pushing you along. You're still going, even though it's slow and even though it may be rocky and a little bit uncomfortable. And that's what it is. You're realizing uncomfortability is what comes with life. In order to get past it, you got to go through it. In order to get past whatever it is you've been suppressing, you got to go through it. Even though it's hard and even though it might be uncomfortable. I think you're ready though. Some of y'all are extremely ready, but extremely not happy about it either. But also, Virgos, I think that this is how you feel where you currently are. Like you're not one for the fishes. You know what I mean? Like let the fishes do what they do. Because they're going to stay stuck there. They can never rise to the surface. Whereas you, did I just say fishes? I'm sorry, fish. I'm so lost, loves. But I think that you have already risen from the surface, which is why, Virgos, you don't feel like you belong there no more. You're meant for something else, somewhere else. Some of y'all want to move. Some of y'all are getting ready to move, okay? And it's like you're feeling stuck, Virgo. The Four of Pentacles, you're feeling stuck. Some of y'all have issues with your children, or some of y'all have issues with your siblings. Some of y'all have issues with both parents or had absent parents. All right, this is neglect. This is disappointment. This is feeling like you've lost the opportunity. A lot of you, okay, let me tell y'all this. A lot of you had to be very mature and had a lot of responsibilities as a younger person or a small child. You had a lot of responsibilities growing up that you may feel disappointed that you've lost out on your opportunity in your childhood, and that could be the childhood issue. Maybe some of y'all just need to let go. Some of y'all need to let go and let loose. You know what I mean? Like the inner child in you is still waiting there to be released and waiting to be nurtured and waiting to be healed. I'm crying, loves. Like I'm crying. Some of y'all have to deal with, like some of y'all have to nurture your inner child. And some of you might be crying right now. Oh, I have the chills. Some of y'all have to deal with abandonment issues, disappointment from parents, disappointment from the people who were meant to take care of you or something like that. And that's why you feel like a lone wolf. You always figure it out, Virgo, by yourself. You don't need anybody, and you're tired of not needing anybody. And that's why you're like, why does this happen to me? I know I'm above this, but I'm above the things around me now. You have to really break down your core, Virgo, and see and nurture this inner child with this Tower here. You see how some of y'all come from a broken home, and that's why. Some of y'all come from a broken home or moved a lot or didn't have a stable, sturdy home or foundation in your life or with your family, okay? Some of y'all lived in Louisiana. I think there's something about Hurricane Katrina. I just got that. Ooh, I got the chills. There's something about Hurricane Katrina that there's trauma, unhealed trauma from that. Some of y'all need to try and heal. But you see how it's like this inner child that was like left behind or like feeling abandoned, feeling neglected, feeling like nobody cares. And it's grown into an adult. It's grown into an adult while it was still, I'm crying so hard, loves, and I apologize. It's like they were, like you all were, like you're still waiting to be nurtured. You're still waiting for that love, you know what I mean? And that could be from family. I'm sorry, loves, this is horrible. But I think some of y'all come from a broken home. Some of y'all left home, or some of y'all were kicked out of the home, you know, early on, when you still needed nurturing, when you still needed guidance. Oh, I'm sorry, loves. I think some of y'all are going deep into these issues, and you're finally healing. You're finally feeling, and y'all, we are in Cancer season, so that makes sense. That makes sense because Cancer, remember, is all about family. It's all about home life. And if Chiron is going retrograde, you're going back on your family trauma. You're going back on your home life trauma. Why are you the way that you are now? Where does it come from? And that's where you're going through. 3 little birds. There's 4, but I keep hearing 3 little birds. Remember that song, 3 little birds by my doorstep, singing sweet songs. This is my message to you. Remember in that song it says, this is my message to you. 3 little birds by my doorstep. Your angels are showing you a message. It's a message. This is a message. Like this Chiron placements and these triggers that are coming up, they're messages. They're messages to you to go back. And that song is from my childhood. They're messages for you to go back and heal some childhood things, loves, in order to move forward and be happy, okay? You have to open your eye to the past. Remember, if y'all have been following me for a while, I associate crows with childhood trauma or generational curses. And it's like, in order to be happy, yes, you're happy, yes, you're abundant, but in order to reach your fullness without this dark following you, you got to open your eyes and look back. And look what's back there, this stupid crow, the childhood trauma. It's like your tears have been suppressed also. I think some of y'all need to cry. Loves, and I hate crying. And I cried yesterday, and I cried today, and I've been crying since May, since my dog was stolen. So some of y'all need to let it out. Some of you, it's so suppressed, you know what I mean? And it's like you can't hold it back anymore. We gotta look at it. We gotta dissect it. Because it keeps pulling on you. You see that? It still has you by, it still has a hold on you. It's still affecting you whether you see it or not. And it's still back there in the back of your mind. And it's something you may have turned a blind eye to, but in order to move forward and be happy, you may need to look at this. You may need to look back at this. Because this crow is getting bigger and bigger that you can no longer ignore it. It's in plain sight that it needs to be dealt with, you know? And look what's underneath that, the moon in reverse. The moon in reverse, this, look it. Oh, look it. It's coming to light. The moon in reverse means illumination. It's up, your eyes upside down now, right? It's coming to light. Some of y'all are going to cry when you think about this, or some of y'all are crying when you watch this. You see how this eye looks a little bit watery? Looking back and illuminating the things that need to be illuminated are going to set you free. Because the moon in reverse means things coming to light. It means illumination. But it also means releasing worry, releasing doubt, releasing emotionalness. Remember, when the moon comes up, when the moon goes down, because this is the moon up. When the moon comes down, the sun comes up. Illumination and happiness. For some of you, this could be issues with your children, because the sun does symbolize children. It also means childhood. So you're going to take your time, Virgos, when you do this, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune is here in reverse, okay? This is something that has kept you at a standstill, or you have kept this issue at a standstill. Some of you have buried it so deep that you don't even know, some of you really don't want to look at this. Some of you really don't want to bring this out. You want to keep it where it is. Like, we're not going back. Just leave it there, you know? But some of you, when you realize what I'm talking about, or whatever trauma or trigger this is, you are going to take your time and really stay there, you know, and really feel it out and really figure things out. And you're going to realize, maybe this was keeping me stagnant. And with the King of Pentacles in reverse, you're going to realize like why. Some of you, it's like, oh, this is why I didn't go and do this. This is why I freaking buried this memory, or this is why I don't think about this person. This is why. Because you've buried it so deep that, look, it's collecting rats. Like, there's even like owls like hovering over, like you know, like blocking it. Like, you guys can't see this. Like, don't come back here and remember or think about it, or just move on. You know what I mean? Some of you, like, there's even spiders. It's like, I don't know. It's like there's so much emotion around this issue that you may just not want to deal with it, Virgo, and you may just keep it lost. You know, some of you really don't want to go back. But for some of you really, really are ready to talk about this to someone, or actually seek professional help, or really release it, or let things out, because you're realizing you can't continue this way. And remember, I just posted about this. Healing is not always beautiful. It's painful. And under the deck, I think some of you are worried. Some of you are worried because it is stressful for you. The Nine of Swords. This is that sleepless nights, that stress, that depression, that anxiety, that nightmares. Look at, it's like it's been buried under rubble. And you do it to protect yourself, Virgo. That's under the deck. Some of y'all really don't want to do this work, right? You've done a lot of work, but when it comes to yourself, some of you have really been putting it off. And I think it's a relationship with a family member or somebody very significant in your life. And I think that you have buried it under the rubble, and that is your self-defense. That's your self-defense mechanism. You're like, I need to protect my heart, so I'm going to be cold. I don't care if I have a connection with this person. I don't care if I have a relationship with this person. I'm just going to let that go. I don't need them. Look, I don't need them after all, but it still bothers you. This stuff still bothers you. Whatever it is, Virgo, it bothers you, and I think you're worried and afraid that it's going to hurt to do the work. And honestly, healing is messy. Healing is painful. And I think that's something that people forget. It's not always a beautiful journey. The High Priestess in reverse is underneath that. The High Priestess in reverse, this is somebody who never says a word. Look at 3 little birds. This is someone who never speaks upright. And when it's in reverse, I don't know if y'all heard that. My son just closed the door. He closed the door. Like, you never, like right when I said that, she never speaks. She never says a word. And then I heard the door close. Like, you don't talk about it, Virgo. You just keep it moving. And now when it's in reverse, it's like you're ready to speak up. You're ready to let it out, whether it be you just got to cry about it, whether you got to talk about it, whether you seek real help. You're ready to speak up and let it out. Some of you, look at, this is the 2 of Cups. This is a mother. This is something to do with mother or a mother figure. For some of you, this is actual a relationship. For some of you, this is something to do with your mother or a prominent female figure. Grandmother maybe, or this is just a generational curse that has been passed down. You see these skeletons? Remember the last reading said you are the chosen one? Other people haven't been successful with this, but you're ready to face it head on and fierce. Ooh, Virgo, in the mutual energy, what are we at? Oh my God, it's an hour. Okay, in the mutual energy, we have Queen of Wands, 8 of Wands, Queen of Cups in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and the 6 of Wands. You're so passionate, Virgo. You're so passionate about whatever it is you want, whatever it is you're doing. You're so passionate. You have so much light within you and around you. Look at, she's holding the light. Remember the last thing said you are the chosen one. I think some of y'all realize that now. Look at, she's holding the staff. Like, yeah, it's me. I'm the one. I hold the light. I have the passion. I have the light in me to change everything around me. And you're moving forward with it. You're moving forward with it in a fast way. Right? You have that missing piece. Look at, she's holding the missing piece that goes right here. And what's that missing piece? The inner light, that inner introspection, right? And it could be something that you're not really happy about, Virgo. Remember, the Queen of Cups, you're not happy about it. It's something that you've been kind of, like I keep wanting to say, putting in the back of your mind. Look at, putting it in the back of your mind. But it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end regardless, okay? With the Devil in reverse. Whatever it is that's holding you back and holding you slave and holding you prisoner in your mind, you see how it's like, the devil means toxic. The devil means toxic. For some of you, this could be, for some of you, this is, I don't know, for some of you, this could be a male figure, but whatever is haunting you in your mind is coming to light. Whether you're happy about it or not, Virgo, it has to be dealt with. It has to be released. The only thing holding you prisoner is your mind. You know what I mean? And until then, I don't think you've been paying attention to it. This talks about no recognition. But until you can get that is the only way it's going to be a success. The only way your flame will shine bright without you having to keep it in your palm at all times. It's going to shine for you. Remember I said there's something about Christmas? There's definitely something about Christmas. You're going to make it regardless, Virgo. Things are going to happen for you. But I think that there needs to be, whatever is being suppressed needs to be brought to light, okay? Because until then, look at, the Lovers is underneath the deck, the Lovers. Then things will truly come together for you without you having to try, without you having to put in so much work. You're Virgos. You're always going to put in the work. You're always going to be doing things. You're always on the rise. But maybe things will come a little bit easier when you realize these triggers and these traumas. You know what I mean? For some of you, this is definitely a generational curse. Some of you, this goes back many, many generations prior. And they've chosen you, Virgo. And I always want to say that. Some of you, this is definitely like old times is what I'm getting. I'm getting like, I don't know why I'm getting like in the 1600s. That's so weird. But I'm getting like these are older times, and they're like, we can make things come together for you. You know, you're almost there. And once that comes together, look, new opportunities, new money, new inspiration, new ideas. We're going to gift you everything you want. It's rocky, but just keep going. This talks about moving forward in rocky waters so that you can find a place where it's smooth sailing. Remember, the crows, the bad ones are leaving, and the good ones that have healed and grown are grown enough to take you where you need to go. And your bags are already packed, Virgo. Red means protection. Red, you're carrying red, and they're protecting you. It's like, ooh, you're just coming out of your head, Virgo. You're seeing things, you're realizing things, you're healing things. Look at, and after that, nothing but ascension. Remember, the Hierophant in reverse, you weren't able to move forward, but once these things are done and healed, there's the staircase to everything that you want. And look at how happy you are after doing the work. Some of y'all meditate, some of y'all like to meditate, and if you don't, I highly suggest it and recommend it, especially after readings, just to clear your mind. Y'all are going to be happy, Virgos. Something good is coming. Something good is coming, and you're leaving where you are. Some of y'all are leaving the nest. Some of y'all are really leaving your city or leaving your town or leaving situations or people and putting them to rest. Ooh, Virgos. I am doing personal readings, so if you want a reading, go ahead and email me. Go to my Etsy, whatever you want. I'm doing a deck giveaway. Y'all picked it for my moon messages. So if you want to enter, all you have to do is put hashtag Virgo Empress in any of my videos or even on my Instagram. So let's get a moon message before I call it. Oldies. Some of y'all are listening to oldies, like old songs or old songs from your, remember I said that's a song from my childhood. Some of y'all are going deep into your old memories, okay? Clarifying the mutual, we have rebirth or transformation. What did I say, Virgos? What did I say? There's a transformation coming on the rise. And ooh, what did I say underneath that? Protection. They're protecting you. The divine is protecting you. Your angels, God, whoever, they're protecting you, okay? And clarifying this side, pink moon. You are a reflection of all those whom we attract in our life. You deserve the best, so treat yourself with love and care that you deserve. Like I said, Virgos, it's going to be messy, it's going to be hard, and it's going to be uncomfortable. Treat yourself with love and care because this is not easy. It's not an easy journey. Some of y'all have just awakened. Some of you have been on this journey of awakening with me. Some of you have been on this longer than I have. Treat yourself with love and care because it's not always beautiful, okay? Like I said, sometimes it's rough, sometimes it's painful, and sometimes it's uncomfortable. So treat yourself with love and care and respect and know that you're doing your best, okay? Ooh, Virgo, underneath the deck, crossroads, major life decision. Just watch out, okay? Some of y'all are gonna want to do the work. Like I said, some of y'all are kind of avoiding it. All right, but that's what I have for you, my lovely, beautiful Virgos. I love y'all so much. I thank you so much for staying here with me for so long, because Lord knows I ramble, but I love you so much. I'm sending you lots of love, light, peace, clarity. May peace always surround you. I love you, and I will talk to you soon.